Welcome back to another Minisode. This week, we are going to try something called resonant breathing. And what resonant breathing does is it gets us to slow our breath and deepen our breath. And these two things together take us out of fight or flight, the sympathetic nervous system, and put us into rest and digest, the parasympathetic nervous system. I won't get into too much of the physiology of how that happens, but in a very basic way, the nerves that innervate or run through the upper lungs are responsible for activating that fight or flight response. That's why when we get scared or anxious about something, we start breathing very quickly and very shallowly, and our heart starts beating fast. And when we're relaxed, we tend to breathe more deeply and more slowly. And so, by purposely activating that slow, deep breath, we're activating the nerves that innervate or run through the lower lungs, which tell our body and mind that we're safe and it's okay to relax. So, this breath work is a really great one to do when you're feeling anxious, when you're feeling overwhelmed or scared, when you're feeling just wound up and you want to calm down and clear your mind and get more clarity of focus. And it works by inhaling and exhaling for the same amount of time through the nose and not taking any breaks at the top or the bottom. So we'll start with a count of 5, inhaling for 5, and then immediately exhaling for 5. And we'll just keep going like that, inhaling for 5 and exhaling for 5. If the count of 5 feels too long for you, that's okay. You can back it down to 4 or 3. If it feels too short, you can increase it to 6 or 7. Do what your body's asking you to do, as long as you are being intentional about taking long, slow, deep breaths, as deep as your body will allow, while still feeling very relaxed. So there shouldn't be any straining here. We're not trying to breathe in so deeply that we almost pass out or that we're working really hard. It should feel good. It should feel relaxing to breathe deeply and slowly. So, whatever count that is that works for you is the count that I suggest you use. I will also just mention that after a few minutes of doing this breath work, your lungs are just like any other part of your body. When they start being worked or used, the blood starts rushing there and that area of the body warms up. And so you may notice that in the beginning, maybe you could only inhale or exhale to a count of 3 or 4. But after a few moments of doing this, maybe you can do it for 5 or 6. And if you can continue to expand the inhales and the exhales comfortably, then I encourage you to do that. But if you can't, that's okay too. You just stay with whatever count works for you. So, as with meditation and breath work, we take a moment before we start to come into our body and to come out of the external world and into our internal world. So I encourage you to take a seat wherever you are comfortable. You can just sit in a chair, or a couch, or a bed. You can cross your feet underneath of you like crisscross applesauce, or you can keep your feet on the floor. And then I encourage you to close your eyes or take a hazy gaze on the floor. And we're going to start just coming into our bodies, just making that connection and seeing how our bodies are doing today. So, as we start to come into our bodies and bring our awareness inside, we are going to start feeling into our bodies, moving from the bottom up today. So, feeling your feet maybe planted on the floor or maybe crossed underneath of you, feeling your sits bones as they press into whatever surface that you're sitting on. Feeling your hands maybe rest on your knees or your lap. Feeling your breath moving in and out. Feeling your shoulders and being conscious about relaxing them way from the ears and back, so that you're not hunched forward, but you're in a relaxed, alert state. Relaxing your neck and feeling your whole spine as you sit tall and straight and balanced. Feeling your head just resting upon that tall spine. Bringing your awareness to the muscles in your face and seeing if you can relax them. Let them go. And then we'll take 3 deep breaths together, just to let go of some of the tension we're holding in our bodies. So inhale through the nose and we'll exhale through the mouth. And feel free on the exhale to make some noise, to really let the stresses of the day go. Be visualizing them coming out as a color. Your breath is a color that represents what you're letting go for today in this moment. So taking an inhale through the nose and exhaling through the mouth, long and slow. Maybe feeling relaxation coming over your chest and shoulders as you do this. Again, inhaling through the mouth and inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. One last time, we'll inhale through the nose, filling up the belly and the chest, bringing the breath all the way up and exhaling it out, letting it all go, releasing what is yours to release. And now we'll begin with our resonant breathing. Breathing in and out for a count of 5. As I said, I will walk you through it the first few rounds, and then I will let you go on your own, remembering to come back to your regular breath if you ever feel lightheaded or dizzy, or just need a break. So we'll begin by inhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhaling, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhaling, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhaling, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhaling, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhaling, 2, 3, 4, 5. Continuing on your own now, at your own pace, increasing or decreasing that count as needed for you and your body in this moment. Remembering to keep the tension out of your neck and your shoulders. Allowing this to feel easy. Allowing it to feel like a flow, a rising and a falling, just like a wave. It almost starts to become like a circular pattern or a circular sensation. So move the breath in and move the breath out. Round and round you go. drawing that breath deep into your abdominal cavity. And as you do, feeling your belly expand, your rib cage expand, and your rib cage in your back expands. And as you exhale and you feel the breath moving up the belly and the chest and the throat, feeling everything come back to center. We expand from center and we return to center. Now that we've been doing this for a few minutes, you may find that you can take deeper breaths, longer inhales. I invite you to do that now. If it feels good for you and your body, extending your count, or staying right where you are if this feels good for you. Noticing on your exhales a sense of relaxation that comes over your body, sinking into that relaxation, accepting it, receiving it, and let it stay as you draw that inhale back in, and maybe relaxing deeper on that next exhale. Once you have finished your last round, you can return your breath to normal, keeping your focus internal, becoming aware of how the body feels. Does it feel more spacious? Does it feel more relaxed, calmer? Thoughts slowed, even just a little bit. And being grateful for the time, for the relaxation and peace that you created for yourself. And that you can return to at any time. Starting to become aware of the room again, maybe hearing some sounds that are happening around you, maybe making some gentle movements with the body, and when you feel ready, you can open your eyes. Being slow, there's no need to rush. Just taking in the space around you, waking up again to life on the outside. This is an easy breath work to return to anytime you need it. You can do it while you're laying in bed, sitting at your desk, driving in the car. Your breath is always available to you, and it is a tremendous tool to calm the body and the mind. So return to it anytime you need it. I hope you have a wonderful week. I hope you enjoyed this practice. And I will see you on Friday as usual. Thank you, my friends.